So I have a bunch of time to just do nothing. I have no plans whatsoever. I think that's the best way to navigate through a day is have no plans and no time restrictions or no expectations. Just let the day unfold and enjoy it. Um I was thinking about it like as I was driving over to this parking lot, and I was thinking about how I've lost interest in so much stuff, and I keep revisiting this topic because I haven't fully like understood the reasoning behind it. Every time I explore the topic, I garner a piece of the puzzle, but I haven't completed the puzzle quite yet, and so I keep revisiting the topic, and I think I do that frequently to things that I just haven't made sense of yet. And so I was thinking, why am I just so disinterested in things that used to interest me? And I think I've come to a pretty clear conclusion. One, as we grow and evolve and expand our consciousness, the things that we used to be interested in no longer interest us because, we've kind of grown out of it, like anything, like a pair of jeans or a relationship or a job or your circumstances. You kind of grow out of things, and then you kind of propel yourself into a new space to explore and garner more knowledge or wisdom in order to keep on keep on keeping on. That's what it's about, right? I don't even know if there's an ending to all of this. I feel like it's just energy being transferred into a new vessel, into a new vessel, into a new dimension, into a new space. And it's like we're infinite explorers, and it just never ends, and you can take things with a grain of salt, or you can take them really personally. I guess it's all based on your perception and the choices that you make in every moment. um I don't think there's any wrong or right way or wrong or right answer. But I think as in the beginning, when we're new to it all, or we're revisiting something because we haven't quite grasped the lesson or the concept of it yet, we try to garner knowledge and wisdom outside of ourselves through experiences, through experimentation, through media in the form of books or television or the internet, or by word of mouth. We have a tendency to um what is that, gather information externally, but after a while that loses its luster because you start realizing that everything outside of you is basically a man-made construct that's highly individualistic. And even though you experience it and you're kind of connected to it, it's not really you. Does that even make sense? I don't know if I'm making sense. I have these ideas in my head, and sometimes I just can't find the words to express them. I've always had that problem. I've watched other videos on YouTube, and I watched other INFJs or other personality types, and they'll just nail things on the head, and just they have perfect choice of words to describe the perfect situation, to help you understand an idea or concept that they're trying to outlet. And I just fumble for words. I feel like I sound really awkward at times. But anyhow, going back to losing interest, I'm at a point in my life where my interests have changed, and I'm no longer interested in, or not as interested in, the things that used to fascinate me. I used to love books. I used to love exploring like an obscene of obscene amount of information online. Like I'd have like 50 tabs open and freaking explore like all these different like topics and tabs and opinions and theories and perceptions of other people, like obsessively. And same with books. Like I just eat books up, because I was just so like hungry for knowledge and truth and wisdom. And then I think I got to a point where it's like, okay, these are all people's opinions. These are all people's personal experiences, and their own conclusions and their own theories and their own interpretation of the path that they've taken and where it led to and where they are now and where they aspire to be. But that's their opinion. That's not my opinion, So, even though, like, to an extent, like, exploring other people's perceptions helps you to understand them, I just felt like I lacked a healthy understanding of myself. And I was so distracted because I immersed myself in all these other, like, things and theories and interpretations and perceptions that I just kind of like sat back one day and said, well, that's great, that's their story and that's their life and that's their perception and the conclusions they've come to, but who am I? What's my story? What's my path? What what have I garnered and how do I see the world? And it's not even about holding on to anything anyway, because nothing lasts forever. Everything is so impermanent and transitional, so holding on to stuff is just like, I don't know, a lot of accumulation and weight that you don't really need to carry around, or so you end up like that troll lady in the movie Labyrinth. I don't even know if you know what I'm talking about unless you've seen the movie. She was like a hoarder. And I think people become hoarders of other people's experiences instead of like really stepping back and looking at yourself and your experiences and the tools you've acquired and the lessons you've learned, and take the time to just know yourself. So that's what I do a lot now. I just kind of like allow myself the time to just do nothing and just be with myself, to like feel myself, to understand myself, to watch how my mind interprets things, how it comes to conclusions, why it perceives the things it perceives, and realize like some really deeply impressed habits and belief systems that no longer are applicable. And then just kind of like looking at what's around me and then applying what is necessary in the moment, depending on the circumstances and the people I'm with, or the situation that incurs. So yeah, so I feel like in the beginning it's really foreign and it's really frightening, and you have really no one or nothing guiding you, and you just have to like take those steps on your own path, and then just kind of like separate everything that you've been taught and told and learned and impressed upon, and just kind of like look at that and see, okay, is that applicable to me, or is there something that is unique and uniquely made for me that I should be applying? Does that even make sense? I have no idea. So yeah, I try not to put too much expectations on myself or others. I try not to like live in the realm of limitations, and instead frequent the realm of possibilities. I try to come from a higher like place of understanding and um, compassion, because everybody's just trying to figure it out. I'm trying to figure it out, and but the thing is, I'm removing myself from all these like external stimuli so that I can stop distracting myself, so I can really get to know who I am. Like, who am I? What is this? Like, why do I think the way I think? Why do I do the things I do? Why do I participate in certain things but retract from other things, and you know, and then I can understand myself more, and then I can garner pieces of my own puzzle, and once I garner that puzzle piece, then I can add it to like the the larger schematic of things and get a clearer picture on what this is all about. Um yeah, that was a 10-minute ramble. I guess I'll end it. I don't even know if I'm making sense. Anyhow, I hope you are having a wonderful day. It's raining and I love it. I love sunshine, but I love rain. I'm an extremist and I need to find the balance. I think that's when I can really, really tune into like the inner calmness and inner peace and inner acceptance of what is, instead of being thrown around in life's turmoil. I can stand amidst the chaos in perfect calmness and clarity. Anyways, blessings. Amen.